So Andy and Wolf are the targets that we're going to take a look at. All right. So let me show you how we're looking at Andy right now. So I'm going to hide this. Put this down. Let's take a look at Andy real quick. Okay. So when we take a look at this chart on Andy, it's a very healthy chart. Respects TA, trades pretty cleanly. It's a beta to Ethereum. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. As Ethereum pumps, Andy pumps. Okay. So let me show you something. So ETH pumps right here on the bottom. Andy pumps. ETH dumps. Andy dumps. ETH pumps. Andy pumps. Very simple. ETH beta. It's exactly what we wanted to do. So what are we looking at here on Andy? If we put it in log mode, because this is an asset. This is an asset that scales on a logarithmic basis, a logarithmic scale. We want to put it in log mode. So there's 3 different ranges that we're trading on Andy, okay? So let's take a look at this. Here's range 1. Okay, so when the asset first launched, we got this big pump on its launch, and we created range 1, okay? So this is going to be market cap of about 37 mil down to 2 mil. This is the range that we're playing in. So $37 million market cap, which actually, let's take a look. Should be able to tell. No, not true. This is a $3 million market cap. Okay, so this is 3 million. This is sub 1 mil. This is probably like 240K market cap. Okay, so fucking tiny. So on this first range on Andy, we're going to play some fibs because typically the way that these things plays out is on fibs, based on fibs. So we take a look at these fibs on Andy. Let's turn this into, how do I change the color? We're going to have this all in black so you can see it. Okay. So we create this first range on Andy. Does Andy respect fibs? Well, let's take a look. Oh, wow. Look at that. So we put it on a lower time frame. Andy down here respects these fibs beautifully. Okay. So you create this range. You have clear interaction with the top of the range here at the 1. Clear interaction with the bottom of the range. Clear interaction with the mid range. Okay, beautiful. Then we finally get this rip on Andy. Andy, where does it go? Wow. Newsflash. Exactly to the 1.618. You see this? Here we go. So Andy pumps out of this first range, pumps into this first 1.618. Okay. We reject from it, and then we break through, and then we create a second range above. Okay. So here's range number 2. Let's get this on a lower time frame. So here's range 2. So we break up, right? We hit this 1.618, respects the fibs. Now we come into range 2. So what are we looking at on range 2? So you get this pump right here. We create this range. Now let's create a second set of fibs on range 2 and see what they look like. Fantastic. So clear interaction with the bottom of the range. Here's the mid range. Clear interactions. Here's the top of the range. Beautiful. Breaks out of this range and does what? Oh, look at that. 2.618 on Andy. Okay. 2.618. Hit it perfectly. Respect it beautifully. Look at this. Right here. What's that 2.618 from? That 2.618 out here is this first range that we drew on Andy from all the way down here at like $2 million market cap to sub $1 million market cap. Tiny asset. Shoots up, respects the 1.618, comes up here, creates range 2. Range 2 breaks out and hits our 2.618 from range 1. Okay, so keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get that drawing gone. Boom. Okay. So we hit the 2.618. We're still respecting fibs. So we draw back down. Okay, we're still in this range. And then we come over here, right? We break out of this this 1 here. And we essentially create this third range on this breakout because that's hit where it hit the 2.618 again. Okay. So you create this third range up here, which is a bit taller. So let's take a look at the fibs on that. Okay. So here are the fibs on range 3. the 1.618, because the fibs have been continuing to play, we can expect this to hit on the next breakout on Andy. What's that market cap? Should be 381, so that's going to be 1.3 billion on Andy. So in terms of a price target, base case, I'm expecting this to get hit. Okay, which right now that would be a 20x, which is just what we were talking about inside the private crypto plays individually with the gentleman. 20x. So Andy and Wolf both look like base case they're hitting 20x. So here I had a couple of ranges up here. So this is 3 billion up here, 5 bill, 10 bill. This is 1.3 billion. So that would be, let's turn on these other fibs. Yeah, so 2.618, 3.618. So these would be higher targets. Let's get rid of those. Okay. So base case, worst case scenario on Andy, as long as Ethereum breaks out into price discovery of the cycle, which is what we believe, there's going to be a 20x from where we're at right now. This is why we're starting to reaccumulate Andy here at the lows, because you see it's still respecting this range. So it bled all the way down. We got nuked. Everybody's pissed. Oh, we round tripped a bunch of gains. It hurts. It keeps coming down. Well, we respected this range. We were down here before, right? Here's August 5th nuke. Here's these September lows. And then what happened? Same exact levels where we're at right now. We pulled this whole move right here. So we experienced massive gains. We experienced to the highs, 6x. So you 6x your money on that move. So we draw all the way back down. We come back down. We test the bottom of this range. On the fib, the 1.618, base case, I'm seeing a 20x from here. Okay, so $1.35 billion market cap. If ETH does anything remotely bullish this cycle, outside of just breaking its previous all-time high, let's say it actually goes with the first target of about 9 to 10K on Ethereum, that's where we start to entertain 3, 5, and $10 billion market cap targets. Okay, so let's do this fib real quick. Okay, so these are the fibs on range 2. So the fibs on range 2 play, we're looking at a $3 billion market cap. So this would be the 1.618. So we would expect this move. That's going to be a 47x. 47x, so $1,000 into $47,000. Yes, that's possible if Ethereum outperforms, or not outperforms, but actually does something reasonable this cycle, so goes above 10K. And then if you get Ethereum to actually go above 15 to about 20K, which would make sense in terms of previous cycle appreciation, wouldn't be that one. It would be these fibs right here. That one? Yes. So you would see this $10 billion fib get hit, which would be 170x. So that'd be pretty nice. So that would be best case scenario is $10 billion market cap. Okay. So what would have to happen for Andy and Wolf to hit those kinds of targets? Now we can take a look at Wolf real quick just so you guys can see something similar. Let's just take a look at it. Why not? So on Wolf we did something similar. So we basically created, right, range 1 right there. Then you get the second blow off, and this is range 2, right? Range 2 right here. And then this was basically up here, your third range that broke back down into this last range, into this second range, okay? So I should have some fibs on here. Yes, I do. Perfect. Look at that. Professional. Okay. So let's take a look at the fibs on Wolf. So right now, if we take a look at Wolf, Wolf will basically do similar to what Andy does, but it's going to gain some market share on Andy. So should we do it off of that's the bottom. Okay. Let's do it off the top range. So Wolf right now, if we get the 1.618 to play, that would be if ETH just gets back to all-time highs around 5,000. I would expect it to do this. That is a 15x, so 15x. If we get it to do ETH actually does something into price discovery reasonable, that would be 150x. So no, so we're not going to use that fib for that one. So we're going to want these fibs. Okay. So the next target I would see on Wolf would be this 3.618. So 14x. This would be a 50x right here. Okay. So 50x, that would be the next target I have on Wolf. Would be this one. If ETH actually does something reasonable and goes to like 15k. Okay. But this one, definitely reasonable, this 1.618. So that 1.618 is going to be 15x. Okay. So that would be about $600 million market cap on Wolf. Okay. Previous all-time high was right here at like 300 some plus market cap. Okay. So that's what we're looking at on Wolf. All right. So if we accumulate, you see how these positions change. We were accumulating Wolf last year right here down in these lows. So Wolf has been lower before it made a run up. Come on, get me down here. So this move on Wolf that we saw, there we go. We did here, same thing, 15x. We already experienced a 15x on Wolf since last August, right? September. This is September. So this was the August 5th nuke. Yeah, August 5th nuke right here. Okay. So we've already done 15, 20x on these coins. It's not something that's outrageous to say, oh my gosh, we're going to do a 15x from here. Yeah, we literally already did a 15x from here. So from the August lows where we were accumulating, everybody thought it was over. Oh my God, the bull run's done. It's over. This sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Well, when we were buying in September and in August, we hit a 15x on Wolf. It happened. So same thing. We're still higher right now on Wolf than where we were there. So people were like, oh shit, we're down. Is the cycle over? Is this even worth it, etc.? I get it. It happens. It's never fun to see your portfolio drop down. Sure. But look, we're still higher in prices than we were here in August. And in the previous run up, we were over here. So we came down. If we do drawdown, we drew down from the highs. Come on, motherfucker. From the high to the August low, we drew down 91%. You think right now you're hurting? 91% on Wolf, we drew back down. But guess what? The heroes who bid down here, they hit a... Don't give me that shit. They hit the heroes who bid down here. Give me that. So many... It's so damn tight. There you go. They hit a 17x, 18x. So you were down 90%, but then you ripped a 17, 18x, $1,000 into 17,000, 18,000, 10,000 into 160, 170, $180,000. 10 grand into 180,000. That's a nice hit. That's exactly, it literally already happened. Data, we're looking at it. Boom, happened. So when you come back over here and you say, ah, shit, man, like, we're down bad. Are we coming back, etc.? It's like, well, yeah, if you think Ethereum's going to break its previous cycle all-time highs, which would be, it should be, it's not a guarantee because nothing's a guarantee, but for Ethereum not to make it back to its previous cycle all-time highs would be an absolute joke, laughing stock. Something's wrong with the crypto market. You would not be an idiot for assuming that that's going to happen for sure. It would be outrageous if Ethereum never broke 5K this cycle. The highest Ethereum's ever been this cycle while the Boys Club have been out is 4,000. So if we can get ETH back to 5,000, just matches previous cycle all-time highs, Andy, Wolf, Pepe, all these assets are going to be worth way more than their previous all-time highs because they only ever existed in an environment where Ethereum was worth 4K. So an extra $1,000 on ETH, all these assets are going to be in price discovery. So you go here, this 1.618, bang, you're hitting another 17x, 17.5x. Okay. So I'm looking for that to play out on Wolf. So that's why we're starting to reaccumulate right now. Okay. Last thing I'm going to go over, and then we're going to get out of here. Okay. So there's some targets for you guys.